definition of God's love. IOM and Nigeria. Say no to nepotism. We care all life partners, brothers and sisters, together we stand. IOM and Nigeria. We say no to nepotism. We care all life partners, brothers and sisters, united we stand. We are the IOM family. One love. We are the IOM family. One love. We are the IOM family. God's grace. We are the IOM family. In my talk show, always in my mind, and I guess you do. It's in my head, in my talk show, always in my mind, and I guess you do. It's in my head. We are educated and innovative. All of our programs carry all that you need. Be it social and economic wise, and when you join, you go to say, oh yeah, ahead. Making policy evidence, builders of peace, not violence. IOM new generation, painting the image of the generation.
All right. We are educated. Yes, of course we are. We are indeed. And as I said, we are going to start on time. And we want to say to you, champions, please come closer. Come. I need you to move closer to me. Come closer to your screen. Please come. And I want you to listen very carefully, because today's message is deep. We are currently talking about the law of vibration. And so far, we have covered about two pillars of the vibration, which are the frequency of thoughts and the frequency of feeling. However, before we go into the third and the fourth pillar today, I want us to digress. I want us to digress a little because today is day 18 of IOM Success Challenge, and I want to talk heart to heart today. I want to have a heart to heart conversation with you about attitude. Yes, I want to talk to you about your attitude, because attitude is what connects your feelings and your thoughts together. So the thoughts and feelings, which are the two pillars of the law of vibration, these two are connected to your attitude. So together, having talked about the thoughts and the feelings, together we'll turn it into your speech and action. But it is the attitude that enables you to turn your thoughts and feelings into speech and action. So we will digress a bit and talk about attitude. And I want to say this to you. Attitude is that little thing. Attitude is that little thing inside you that makes a big difference. The little thing inside of you that makes a big difference. When I say attitude, fam members, when I say attitude, I mean the way we think and feel about our life. So it comprises of the frequency of thought and the frequency of feeling. It refers to your mental posture. So our team today is, today's team from members is attitude to altitude. I repeat, attitude to altitude. And when I say attitude, I mean the height you reach in life. And altitude is the life, the height you reach in life. Yes, it talks about your progression, your influence, your peace. So attitude to altitude, this is too much, it's difficult, but we explain it. Attitude to altitude, it simply means, what I'm simply saying is this: the attitude you carry is the elevator that takes you up. Your attitude is the elevator that takes you up. I need you to think of the staircase. Think of a staircase, a staircase. If you want to reach the top, Yeah, you want to go to the top of the staircase. You need to climb step by step. A positive attitude is that staircase. That staircase is the positive attitude. A negative attitude is, for instance, instead of you climbing step by step, you start dragging a big bag. You drag a big bag going up the step with a big bag, dragging it. It makes every step so hard. Imagine you carrying a very big bag, bigger than you. You're dragging it up the staircase. It will be a very heavy and difficult work to get up the step. So today, fam, I want us to drop that heavy bag. Drop the heavy bag and walk upstairs. Just drop that heavy bag and walk upstairs. That is attitude to altitude. Okay, I will explain further. Don't worry about that. Let me use some family members. I use some family members, our popular family members to illustrate what I'm saying further. Because this topic is the bone, is one of the very important things. If you miss it, everything will not align well. All right, let's talk. Think about Tokes. Think about Tokes with her signature pap. Think of Tokes and her signature pap. And think of Lola Joy. Think of Lola Joy and her, she sells the second-hand clothes. Now, let's put it this way. Listen carefully. Every morning, they start with a smile. They greet people like customers. They greet customers like VIP. They treat small sale when Talk Signature sells a little sale. She's happy. She's so joyous. She gives gratitude. She's thankful because of their cheerful attitude. Both she and Talk Signature and Lola Joy, that they are so happy when they make little sale. They are so happy because of their cheerful attitude. Customers will return again and again, not just for the product, trust me. When you make customers happy and treat them like kings and queens, they will come back not just because of the product, which their products are very, very good, but their attitude. They will come for their attitude. Their attitude is just quietly lifting their altitude. Attitude lifts your altitude in the marketplace. It also happens in your neighborhood. I give you an example in your neighborhood. You see, just think of the warm neighbor. Think of your warm neighbor, that neighbor who says good morning and is always smiling. Okay, sometimes when you go to work, they will bring in your clothes. When it's raining, when the rain is falling, they bring in your clothes. And when they see your parcel, maybe you have a parcel outside your house, they hold it for you. When you come back, they give it to you. They are slowly gaining your favor, your trust. Don't they? Don't they? Of course, we all have them. Now, let's contrast them with our very cold neighbors. Our cold neighbors, the ones who keep the hard face. They keep the hard face like this. They always squeeze in their face. They never help. They never help out. What do you think of them? What do you think of them? What do you think of them? Okay, let's talk about your colleagues. If you're working in the office, you have colleagues at work. All right, think about that colleague. The colleague who is so pleasant and very helpful. They continue to help you out. When you need support at the office, you don't know, how do we get this done? They help you. And they continue to improve their own performance. And they also have good customer relationship. On top of that, they get good customer feedback. Guess what? Over time, doors will open for them. It will open for them, and they will get more promotion. They will get promotion faster than your colleague that is always complaining. Some colleagues are always complaining, very, very picky, who they will say something like, hey, if you ask them, please, can you help me? It's not my job. It's not my job. Please, can you? No, I won't do it. It's not my job. They are so very, very mean. They are not supportive, very angry all the time. Their face is squeezed. Even if you greet them, they won't respond to you. Listen, this kind of people will not go far. trust me, when promotion comes, people will not even relate it to them and it will pass them by. Not because they lack the skill, they may have skills better than the other, but because their attitude is poor, negative, and bad. You see, across all cultures, across all the cultures, we know this truth. We know this truth about attitude. Even I tell you about the Yoruba. I tell you about the Yoruba culture. They have this saying that a good attitude is the key that opens the door. A good attitude is the key. They even know about the key to success. Yes, the good attitude is the key that opens the door. The Hausas also have this to say, that positivity is the light that guide us through storms. I repeat, positivity is the light that guide us through storms. Even our religion. Our religion says the same. Our religion says the same. In Islam, the Prophet, peace be upon him, he taught us that the best among you, he said something about the best among you are those with the best character. I repeat, the best among you are those with the best character. Can you see that he did not even talk about your skill? And if you open the Quran 283, Quran 283, you will see that it tells us to do good to parents. It says, do good to parents, do good to kinsmen, orphans, and the needy. You shall speak kindly to people, and so on. It goes on. What is it saying? That means your attitude should show in how you speak. Your attitude should show in how you speak and how you behave. In our Holy Scripture, Philippians 4 verses 5, it says, let your gentleness be evident to all. Period. Let your gentleness be evident to all. Even our Hindu book, our Hindu wisdom reminds us that a calm and positive mind leads to success. It says, a calm and positive mind leads to success. Can you see the different tongues, the different cultures, the different religion? They all speak one truth, one central truth. What is the truth? They say that your attitude carries you through the storm and your attitude opens new doors. Okay, let me show you why attitude matters. I want to talk to you about why attitude matters. You see, do you know that your attitude is like a steering wheel? Like a steering wheel. No matter how powerful the engine is, if the engine is powerful, if you point the wheel into a ditch, guess what? If you press the acceleration of the car hard, what happens? No matter what, it will fall into the ditch. If your inner steering, what does this mean? If your inner steering is set on hope, learning, and solution, even when you travel slowly, you're traveling slowly, but you are set in hope, solution, and learning, you keep moving forward the right direction. Again, attitude is like a handshake. It's like a handshake. A handshake. You see, before you say a word, people sense whether you are open or you are irritable. Yes, they do. They sense whether you're respectful or you're dismissive. They do. Attitude is like your international passport. Attitude is like your international passport. A stinking, rude, bitter, entitlement attitude is like presenting an expired passport. Yes, at the border. And if you do that, entry will definitely be denied to you. It will be denied to you. So, no positive attitude, no elevation. Attitude is also like your mirror. It's like your mirror. Life reflects who you are. If you look into the mirror like me and smiling, the world smiles back at you. If I look into the mirror and smile, I will see someone smiling back at me. If I look into the mirror and I frown, I will see someone frowning back at me. Period. Let me bring this more home. Okay, let's bring it more home. And I will talk to you about a Nigerian entrepreneur. His name is Fola Adeola. Fola Adeola. I know most of you will know him. He is indeed the co-founder of GTB Bank. Fola, I need you to understand this. Fola was born into a large family. Read about Fola Adeola. He was born into a large family of 17. He has, him and his siblings, they are all together 17. Of course, 17 siblings, there was not too much money. Money was difficult. It was difficult because Fola's father was an ordinary clerk. He was a clerk, yes, in a bank, but how much was his salary? To go to feed 17 children, he couldn't cope. So what happened? As a child, Fola's mother would send him to go and hawk goods on the streets in Surulere. Yes, so that could have made him feel small. Oh, I am walking on the streets when my mates are in their father's ride. But no. Even if he was from a very little kind of small background in terms of money, he chose to be disciplined. He chose to be humble and a teachable spirit. He had a teachable spirit. He studied hard. He became a chartered accountant, but built a reputation of good character. Yes, he built a reputation of good character. He now decided to partner with a friend of his. And this friend of his is late. I think his name is Tayo. Yeah, he partnered with Tayo. What did they do? First of all, they started by opening a hair salon, a barbing hair salon. They called it finishing touches. Finishing touches. Listen, people started laughing at them. They laughed. They say, a banker opening a barber shop? How can a banker open a barber shop? But what did Fola do? Fola's attitude was, no work is beneath me. Some people say, I cannot, listen, some people will say, I cannot sweep the road. I cannot be a cleaner, God forbid. I cannot push wheelbarrow, God forbid. I cannot do these menial jobs, God forbid. But they will rather go and beg. Please, you that is doing it, that's your business. Can you borrow me so and so? Or they'll be looking for destiny helpers. How dare you do that? Fola, even as a banker, opened the hair salon. And when people were mocking and laughing at them, look, you're opening hair salon as if you did not go to school, a whole banker. He said, there is no job. No job is beneath me. That's his attitude. His attitude was that he accepted that not every attempt succeed. Why? Because both of them, when they succeeded in the barbing salon, they ventured into opening a gym. The gym collapsed. It collapsed and they lost a lot of money because the landlord of the house they were using to try to break down things, rearrange things to start a gym said no. So everything money they put into opening the gym collapsed. The money was lost. And what happened? Last response was, losses are part of the journey. You see, he embraced it. He said, to succeed, you must lose. To succeed, you must lose. All right, what's next? That is attitude. Eventually, what happened? Eventually, they dared to start a bank. You see, they were going, failing and learning. Next thing they decided, they dared. My husband would say, why are you saying dared? I said, leave me alone. They dared to start a bank. People invested because they trusted them. That is how GTB Bank was born. GTB Bank, that is how it was born, by Fola and Tayo. So yes, they built it on courtesy. They did. They built the bank on courtesy, innovation and service. In short, it created a good culture of good attitude. A culture of good attitude. Hence, what happened? It grew fast, GTB Bank, who doesn't know it? It grew fast. And when Fola decided to step aside, at a stage, he decided, because he was the managing director for a very long time, he decided to step aside, being the managing director for his colleagues, his late colleague. He did it with grace and gratitude. He did it with no, you won't hear rumor of quarrel, fights, and cheat. No, he did it with grace and gratitude. Then he turned to lift others up. He started doing this through entrepreneurship support. From hawking, listen, from hawking on Lagos streets to building a national institution. That is attitude to attitude. From hawking on the streets of Lagos to building a bank. That's a national bank that served the whole nation and is still, as at today, serving the whole nation. That is from attitude to attitude. Now, I must also tell you, I want to tell you another truth. We don't like to hear this truth, but I must say the bitter truth. When our attitudes stink, when our attitudes stink, we sink. When our attitudes stink, like foul smell, we sink. We sink. Why? Negativity, negativity, arrogance, entitlement, all this constant complaining, people blaming everybody. It's you, it's your fault. These things smell. It smells. It smells. They repel helpers. They repel. Some people may want to help you, even those of you waiting for destiny helpers. People may want to help you, but if your attitude stink, honestly speaking, helpers will just run away from you. An opportunity will not come by you. You will see it, but you will not be able to notice it because your attitude stink. No matter how talented you are, no matter how talented you are, a stinking attitude will keep you stuck. No matter your talent, a stinking attitude will keep you stuck. Now, I want to say this. No matter how good okra soup is, we all like okra soup. Most people cook okra. No matter how good okra soup is, if it is served in a dirty plate, if you put okra soup in a very dirty plate, maggots, you see dirt all over the plate, flies all over the plate, but a sweet okra soup is inside that dirty plate. No, but I will not eat it. I won't eat it. I don't think anybody will eat it. You can be extremely gifted. That is what he's trying to say. You can be extremely gifted, but if the plate, which is your character, is dirty, people will quietly close their door in your face. They will just, okay, picture two people. One has an average skill. He has an average skill like many people, but he's humble. He's eager to learn. His attitude is very good. Another has a very high skill, highly skilled, but a foul attitude, very stinking attitude, very proud, very combative, very rude, very disgusting. In the real world, the average skill person, we often outgrow that bad attitude person with all his skill, because mentors, we want to teach the average skill person with good attitude. Bosses, we want to promote the average good person with good attitude. And even they are eager to learn anyway. Their teams, we want to carry them along because they are eager to learn. What about the skilled one with the bad attitude? People will drop them like you drop hot akara. You know, when you have hot akara, you remove your hand because it's so hot. It's like oil, hot oil from fry pan. You just remove your hand. You remove your hand because you want to save the team from burn. You won't want to put a bad character person inside a good team. No, let's check ourselves out, farm members. Do you feel the world owes you, farm members? Do you feel the world owes you because you have a degree, therefore they owe me? Or do you feel the world owes you because you speak English better than the others? You see, pride is a silent dream killer. Pride is a silent dream killer. Remember, pride goes before the fall. And this is in Proverbs 16:18. That is the summation of pride goes before the fall. And I want to say this. We have seen that across faiths, across different religions, we have been warned against pride. We've been warned against pride. The good news is that here is what you can do. You can change. Better to be small person. It's better for you to be small person who is teachable than a big person who has stopped growing. If you're small and teachable, you will learn, and surpass that big person that has stopped growing. Good character is like a currency. Good character is like a currency. It is indeed a currency. People will spend favor on you. People will spend favor on you when they trust your spirit. Just like our Jane Ike. Jane Ike, look, I will not lie to you. Yesterday, I nearly made a declaration because she's always at the backstage waiting for us to come. She has changed. Her attitude is sweet. Each time I see Jane Ike, I'm smiling. It's just like Jane Ike. She has shown, honestly, Jane Ike has shown that good character works. Good attitude works. She testified that she's down 4 kg, feels lighter and cleaner inside of her, and she has gained discipline. She said it herself. She just said the law of vibration in attitude without knowing it. She said, I have gained discipline and consistency. That shift did not just start on the scale. It's not the scale that made it. It started in her attitude. It started with her attitude. She shifted her mindset from it's hard, it's hard, it's hard, I'm not worth the effort. She changed it to I can be consistent, I can do it. And also I see Sophie D also testified that he now approaches crypto trading with sharper strategies and strong discipline. They are all talking about discipline. That's not magic, Sophie. Sophie D is not magic. It's not magic. That is definitely not magic. It is mindset upgrade. You just upgraded your mindset from procrastination to learning. And Altabest, my sweetest of all hearts, Altabest laughed. I read her comment and I was happy. She laughed and she said that she now writes exam like peanuts. That because she planned her time, she cut procrastination, and she's now punctual. She's now less stressful. That stress has melted. That is attitude. That's attitude. Turning struggle into flow. What about Queen Nola? I read Queen Nola. Queen Nola said she harvested a small batch of her vegetables. That was last week. I read it. And because she's a business-minded person, she said that she sold them and saw profit. You see, she didn't despise the fact that it's a small batch of vegetable. She was happy. She was happy. She was happy. She was honored. She was honored for the opportunity. That little win builds the muscles for bigger wins. So I said, do you see this altogether, that our family members are exemplifying the fact that attitude leads to attitude? You see, you need to change your attitude. Change. If you're still struggling, change your attitude and begin to change your outcome. So here is the message. If your attitude is so bad, you need to change it. If you change your attitude, you can change your life. I'm not saying circumstances don't matter. They do. But attitude matters more. Attitude matters more. Being broke can be temporary. Being poor is a mindset. But put a million naira in the hands of a stinky attitude and watch how it vanishes. But put 10,000 naira in the hand of a humble learner with grateful spirit, watch how it multiplies. Everything around you starts with attitude. It starts with the reflection. What is it within you? What is within you? That's why we've spent time on mindset, because success is mostly mental. It is war with yourself. Yes, it's mental. Before it is physical, it has to go through a mental mind shift. So if you've been boiling with anger or panic, calm down and problem solve. You see, you have that control. Life may test you, but a resilient spirit attracts breakthrough. Keep your attitude clean. Let positivity be your guide through the storm. Before we close, we need to do a quick attitude audit. Ask yourself quietly, in what area is my attitude holding me down? And how can I change it? How can I change it? And also, I want you to name one area, just one area. Is it work, health, family, money? Then shift from blame to responsibility, from fear to learning, from grumbling about it to gratitude. Then you will see how things will change. Now, I need to give you a simple assignment, just a simple one for today. Remember to do your assignment. Number one, name one attitude. Name one attitude or habit that have held you back. Name it. Maybe it's blaming, quitting early, constant complaining, lateness, entitlement spirit, procrastination, or hiding in your comfort zone. If you name it, that's number one. Number two, swap each of them. Swap each of the things you name with a better choice, like responsibility, discipline, gratitude, punctuality, humility, brave action. When the old attitude shows up, swap it. Swap it for the new one on purpose. Swap it. So number three, I want you to say this loud afterwards. Say this out. My attitude lifts me. I rise because I am teachable. Bad attitude block breakthrough. I repeat, bad attitude block breakthrough. Fam, weed out. I need you now. I need you to weed out your negativity without messing. Weed it out. Cut it off. Don't mess it for it. Negativity can pull you down. So keep your passport in order. Your handshake must be warm. Your mirror, you need to be smiling. Look at your mirror and be smiling. And your signal, tune it to Winner FM. A good attitude is the key that opens every door. Positivity is the light that guides us through the storm. Carry that key, follow that light, and when people ask you how you are climbing so high, just smile and tell them that attitude leads to altitude. In our mind, it's always in my mind, and my destiny is definitely in my attitude, the way I behave, and in your hands. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.